This is Sadr City. It's one of Baghdad's largest neighborhoods and home to a large Shia community. It's always been Shia, but even here, people are now too scared to leave their own neighborhood.
Life in Baghdad has become a living nightmare. Everywhere you go, there are car bombs and suicide attacks. We only leave the neighbourhood if it's a life or death matter. It's better to keep our movement to one place only these days, because security is unpredictable.
ISIL car bombs have had such an impact on these people that they're suspicious of even travelling across the capital.
Last month, 2 car bombs blew up at this corner where my grocery stand is located. Look at the damage. We don't leave our neighbourhood at all.
Across town, and the situation is much the same for Baghdad's Sunni Muslims, who after 2003 were forced out of their traditional homes in the capital and now live in just a few neighbourhoods.
We only feel safe in our neighbourhood of Adamiyah. I personally don't leave here. We fear arbitrary arrest from government forces.
It is not safe to drive through the streets of Baghdad anymore. Unfortunately, after 2003, Baghdad split into Sunni and Shia sections, with almost no existence of mixed sections at all.
Those words are echoed by people who study the capital's demographic changes. They've noticed that the Sunnis have been increasingly marginalised, but what's of concern to one academic is the impact of sectarianism on future generations.
Especially when the kids, when they live and when they wake up and open their eyes and the violence and the hitting and the killing, I think, the subconscious foundation in that period, from 5 to 7, in that period, many kids, they grow up in that feeling and that atmosphere. I think in the future we will face a real problem from that kids.
There are still mixed neighbourhoods across Baghdad, like this one, Karada, but they're normally more economically well off. Now, this neighbourhood in particular has been hit by several ISIL car bombs, and the reason they do that is to try and keep up the sectarian tension. But it's not just ISIL. Also, the Shia groups mount revenge attacks. Now, many people are worried because of those two reasons that Iraq might see a return to the kind of levels of sectarian violence it saw in 2006, 7 and 8, when this country was nearly plunged into civil war. Imran Khan, Al Jazeera, Baghdad.